Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for the week of July 16 through 29, 2024. Weeks, really, plural. This is a reading if you are Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, or have another significant Gemini placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome, it's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. As those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I do the 12 houses of astrology. That's how I do these readings. That way I can look at all aspects of your situation over the next couple of weeks. I only start with Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche cards, and then I will clarify with this week I'm using the Black Moon astrology cards, and I'll explain why I'm doing that in a moment. And our final card, or sum up card, I'm actually going to pull from the Osho Zen Tarot. So let's first of all, let's just get some business out of the way. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you do like this channel and you're not subscribed, subscribing and hit the notification bell really helps this channel to grow, and hopefully you will enjoy the other content I have on here as well, which includes my episodes of Morning Coffee with Breege that I do every day on Instagram at 6:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And then I also do, which includes a daily reading. And then I also have the channelings of Archangel Azrael. If you want to know more about that kind of work and what I actually do in a bigger context, my link to my website is in the description box below, as is my social media accounts where you can find them. So yeah, so let's get on with what's going on for you in the next couple of weeks. We have, first of all, we are coming out of a period, I'm recording this on Saturday the 13th, but this will be on the 16th when this starts. We'll be just moving out of a period where you have a conjunction between Mars, Uranus, and Algol, and that's going to be in Taurus. And that is a really potently explosive kind of a thing. Like, I think it was described by Steve Judd, who's an astrologer I follow, as hot lava. It's a really testy and tricky weekend, and I'll probably post something about that to my social media. I was talking a little bit about something connected to that this morning, but not really thinking about how that conjunction was really working. Taurus has had Uranus there and has been uprooting things and causing upheaval and causing people to think about things in a new way. Certainly at best, at worst, it's been an upheaval. But with the Mars energy, there can be a lot of frustration. There can be a lot of lost tempers, and Algol is the fixed star, you would call it, that is connected. It's really a star system that is connected to, it's often called the head of the devil. That's what Algol literally means, but it's referring to, certainly before that was referred to as the head of Medusa. And so this energy coming in, all of it is very, very volatile. It literally can be a time when people have to watch out for head injuries, where there could be headaches, things like that, going on. So it's not saying that's absolutely going to happen, but just do be careful. And it seems like that's affecting everybody, not just people who have that. I think it's at 26 degrees of Taurus. If you're 26 degrees of Taurus, which would be somebody who would be born more towards, I don't know, I'm going to say roughly at that 29 degree mark, somewhere between the 15th and 20th of May. That if that's your birthday, that this could be affecting you very strongly. But again, this is Gemini. Those of you who are early in Gemini, I don't know if that's going to potentially have an impact on you. But but that's sort of where it's at. It's kind of getting into that last, heading towards that last, towards the end of that last decan of Taurus there. So that's going to be explosive. But then once we get past that, and again, by the time the time period these cards are applying to will be shortly after that. When we get to the full moon the next week, that's a full moon in 29 degrees of Capricorn, and it also has it's squaring off against Pluto. So that is another explosive energy that you have to watch out for. And I mean, certainly on the global stage, it seems poised to bring big changes. It's all going to depend on where that is in your personal chart. But let's just see how these energies and things are supposed to calm down after that. But this sort of volatile into July. Let's see what this looks like for you. I'm seeing, okay. Well, we don't have Seth here, so that's good. I'm not seeing anything that's a real issue. But we are seeing change here. I mean, you've got Scarab in the 8th house. So this is a sign of, this is definitely a sign of transformation and of change. Okay. So there is definitely something new beginning, and you don't really quite know what this is about yet, because we've got Nepetus here. You may have had intuitive flashes, because this Nepetus in the 12th house is very strongly connected to intuition. So it is Pisces energy in the Pisces house. So this is, this definitely suggests to me that some of you maybe have very strong feelings about things, and maybe you can't quite put your finger on right now. Maybe you can't say, like, I kind of feel this, but I don't really have any evidence for it. No worries. Something is definitely coming up here. And there definitely is major change. There's definitely major change afoot. We will clarify to see what that is actually going to mean for you. Yeah, there is definitely a sense here that maybe you have been very, very stressed out. So wherever Lotus shows up, I mean, it is a card of peace and calm and peace of mind, but it also tends to show up in places where we haven't actually had that. So it's showing up in your first house. So you maybe have felt overwhelmed lately. Maybe you've been very anxious. Maybe a little depressed. I mean, there's just certain things that are going on here, but Lotus is indicating a need for calming the mind, grounding, and centering, for sure. There could be some financial help coming from somebody else, or at least somebody else involved in your finances, because you do have the twins here. So if some of you are having money difficulties, maybe there's going to be somebody who either helps you with money. I don't know if somebody's going to give you a loan, or if somebody's going to just gift you something. Or if you're going to start forging some kind of financial partnership with somebody. All of those things are possible with this. Now, there's something, this is interesting because we've got Anubis here in the 4th house. And this is usually a card of protection. So this could just mean that your home is your safe space right now. I mean, it literally could just mean that. Wanting to spend more time at home. But Anubis is also a card of travel. So, I don't know. There's definitely... this could kind of go either way here. Like, I feel like there's definitely boundaries that are being set up, and I don't know, this may be boundaries against family too, because this definitely has a strong vibe that's connected to family and family issues. So maybe there's going to be something that needs to be sorted out there. I do see you though as being, I don't think you're going to particularly staying at home, because this shows you being much more social in your 3rd house of Mercury, communications. We have Bast here, so this is the happiness card. This is the card of, music, dancing, having fun. Can have to do with cats too, if you're a cat person. But it's very much it's definitely a card of like wanting to go out and wanting to make friends, wanting to be friendly, wanting to be social. It's a give as you wish to receive kind of card. Again, another card of strong intuitions. So definitely saying to follow your intuition in your communications with people. Don't know if there was a health issue recently, but if there has been, then this is good news, because Horus in your 6th house seems to indicate healing and being in good health. So if that has been an issue for you lately, this definitely seems to show that things are on the up and up. For some of you, this is the job area as well. And I also don't know, by the way, if this has to do, if you had a pet that's had any kind of health issues, this is also a good omen for that as well. But this is, in terms of work, Horus sometimes has to do with things that are connected to, again, to health and healing, whether that be physical health, mental health. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it could be that somebody who is working in that area, does not have to mean that, but that might be the case for some people. There also could have been some concerns. The fact that I'm seeing Anubis here, maybe there's some concerns about somebody in the family, because the 6th house is also the house of worry. So, either worries about health or worries about family, or the health of a family member. Could be that as well. But whatever it is, I mean, Horus does seem to indicate working through and overcoming those difficulties. There does seem to be, you have Sirius over here in the Sagittarius house, the 9th house. So this is interesting. You may be taking classes, you may be learning things. Sirius is about broadening your horizons, thinking differently, thinking outside the box. There may be also something of a focus on physical health with this as well when we have Sirius. But it's strong Aquarian energy in the Sagittarius house. So I don't know. I feel like you are definitely seeking to do something a new way. We do have Hathor here in your 10th house. So again, for some people, that could be working in a healing modality or working in some kind of a field that is connected to Venus kind of energy. So I think, as I've said, it could be, it could be alternative healing. It could be massage therapy. It could be hairdressing, it could be fashion, it could be makeup, stuff like that. It does not have to mean that. This can also just be somebody with very strong skills for organization and administration and getting things together. So you may just be in a phase of trying to organize things. But Hathor is very strongly feminine, so I feel like this this may be, I think if you're working in a kind of career or something that's very maybe more masculine associated, this could be a woman who's going to aid or to help you in this regard, or it could just indicate taking a more feminine approach to things, which would be less about, you know, working 20 hours a day and maybe more about balancing feeling at home and comfortable and self-care with what you're doing with work. But Hathor is somebody who tends to be very ambitious in terms of their career. So yeah, a lot of possibilities when that shows up. I'll be interested to see what the clarification says. And yeah, this is definitely somebody with some kind of authority showing up in your Aquarius house. So I don't know if this is a legal matter that has recently, somebody you worked with on something, or if this is connected to just something that's going to raise your visibility or raise your status. But this is something that seems to be coming out of your friend group or your support group. So it does seem like there's going to be an opportunity there for you to either be seen or be more visible, or maybe to be recognized as an authority in something. I mean, yeah, and overall, we definitely have this idea of self-care here with Isis. The love area is a little interesting to me. Those of you who are looking for love, okay, if there's nobody on the horizon, okay, if you're not dating anyone, then this can indicate somebody who is kind of secretly watching. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. It just means somebody, you know, who might surprise you with their interest, okay? So that's a possibility. If you are dating someone, you might want to, there could be, you might, I don't know. I don't know if there's suspicions around this person. I have to see what the second card is. But there's definitely the sense of something unexpected or something you're not seeing that you need to find out, or something taking an unexpected turn. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that means yet, and I don't want to project what it means. But we are seeing change or movement in a relationship situation. So again, whether this has to do with a business partnership, a marriage, if you are married, this could indicate that maybe there's been some very emotional conversations lately. And it could also just mean if there's been a stuck situation between you and another person, that now it's going to get moving again. Or there's a strong, what I'm seeing so far, if I look for the pattern here, I'm seeing a very strong feminine energy here. There's a need towards caring, compassion, having boundaries, setting boundaries, taking care of yourself, calming the mind. Like there's a whole lot here around healing. Yeah, you got the first house card in the first house. That's really interesting. Money here might be coming from family because I have the fourth house card. That's the card of roots. Unless some of you are planning to work in real estate, which is another possibility here, or partner with somebody in that. But yeah, that does seem like there could be some financial help coming from the family for something, or money's coming from the family. It may not be help. It may just be maybe money's owed or something. I don't know. I mean, again, it'll be different for everybody. Yeah, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, the Mars energy is mainly showing up in this this 12th house. Actually, your 5th house too. I'm looking for where the fire is with this Mars-Uranus thing going on. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's see. Let's move through these. So as I mentioned here, yeah, with the first house, this indicates you definitely becoming more visible. This means you need to be the star of your own show. You need to take care of yourself. This is about the body, so this is addressing your physical health, your mental health. You need to make you the priority right now. So yeah, I feel like you maybe been very stressed. Maybe you've been too focused on other people's stuff, or maybe been drawn into things. And I feel like now you're spending time focusing on you and what you need for yourself. Yeah, this does seem like there could be financial help coming from the family with the 4th house. This is the house of family and home. For some people, it could literally be the mother. It doesn't have to be. But I do feel like there's something connected here with family and finances, whatever that is. It can also indicate for some people, maybe they're looking into buying a house with somebody. That's certainly a possibility. So take it as it resonates there. Okay, you've got Mercury retrograde in the Mercury house. Okay, so with Bastet here, I think you're going to be reconnecting with people from your past. Doesn't have to be like a love situation. It could just be old friends coming back, maybe family members you haven't seen in a long time. This has strong sister-brother energy to it, so I don't know if that means anything to anybody. But this is usually the sense that somebody's coming around again who we are reconnecting with. And it's really with the aim of correction. Okay, it's not necessarily like this is an old love who comes back. Let's just say that as a possibility or an example. It doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, now you're going to get in a relationship with your old flame. This person might turn up again, but there may be a chance to correct something that might have not gone right before. This could also just be that you may have a chance to, if there's something in the past that you feel is unfinished business, that you may have a chance to actually to look at that or to finish that at this point, and maybe to do this from a different perspective. Okay, you have 7th house with Anubis here in your family house. That's interesting because this is the house of partnership. Now 7th house is Libra, so this partnership could be a love person. Like I said, I did say something about maybe buying a house with somebody, so this could be true for some of you, or at least moving in with somebody. There seems to be this partnership, or maybe somebody's moving in with a family member. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got, I don't know, whatever that means for people. But there does, or maybe maybe your mom's going to meet somebody new. I don't know. I mean, if your mom is divorced and single, or just widowed or something, I don't know. Or maybe there's just going to be a family member who moves in the house to help with something. I don't know. There's definitely a sense of partnership here, and Anubis can indicate, a protection of some kind. So. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be partnering in dealing with a family situation of some kind, or if you have a partner, that they may be involved with that. But this can also have to do with it's Libra energy, so this can have to do with all kinds of partnerships, not just marriages, but legal guardians. It can have to do with any kinds of contracts between people or something like that. So, but it's showing up in the home sector. So I don't know. They're definitely. I don't know if they're definitely, for some people, I feel like somebody is moving in, or you are, there's something about the home situation and a partnership. So I don't know, maybe somebody's going to move out of their place and move in with a family member to save money. I mean, that's entirely possible here. I'm not saying that's absolutely what's going to happen, but there definitely does seem to be something around partnering with somebody in family, for some kind of protective reason here. So take that as it resonates. It doesn't have to be a physical move, but there does seem to be some kind of family involvement in something. Okay, so with this, now if you are single and this is showing up, it's showing up with Aries energy. So this is somebody with secret passion. Okay, this is a very high passion card with Aries. Somebody who's very physically attracted, very physically driven. Whether this is you or them, I don't know. But the fact that it's showing up with Urias, it may be somebody who has the hots for you, basically, who you just were not expecting. Like, oh, really? It's like, I didn't know that person did. So there may be something like that. It does seem like a situation where if it feels like it's something you want to do, that you can go for it. But again, with this Aries energy here, and I don't know if this is somebody from the past. It does not have to be. But whoever it is, it's something you're not expecting. And again, do remember that just because of the tumultuous nature of this next couple of weeks and the fact that you have retrograde energy over here, that suggests to me that maybe it's something that maybe looks really exciting, but you want to think a little bit carefully about before you really jump in with both feet. You have the 11th house here with Horus. Okay, this is 11th house is the house of friendship and also your goals. And the fact that it's showing up here, you've got actually there's a lot here for you, Gemini, about you taking care of yourself, okay? But there's also a lot here about partnering with family and friends. This is coming up. It's coming up with connection to health issues. That's why I think, I don't know, whether you're the one who needs to support or whether there's somebody around you who needs support and people are kind of pooling their resources and working together. There just seems to be something where there's going to be a support network or a support group coming in to work with something. The fact that I see Horus here, this could have to do with a health issue, with somebody's health, but this could also have to do with, I don't know. This could also just be about the way in which one is managing to overcome a particular situation, whether it's financial, whether it is health, whether it's family related. It does feel like that there are people coming in to support and help. That is absolutely cool. We have 7th house here. We have 11th house here. We have the twins over here with the 4th house. And I feel like, and you also have Bastet here. So there's going to be some people coming in from the past. There's going to be some people who are maybe who are close friends who you can count on. And there's going to be something with family here too. There's just something going on here, and I feel like it centers around a family matter and maybe even around money. And there are people returning from the past. Yeah, again, there's this idea, if you're single, then someone secretly got the hots for you. Maybe even if you're married, someone secretly has the hots for you. Who knows? But this can also indicate if you feel that love is not on the table at all. I do feel like even if you're somebody you're like, no, I'm not interested in a relationship, like this may be true. But if let's just say you're married and you're like, okay, yeah, that's not something on the table, then this could just be something else that comes in and takes you by surprise. Because this could be passion also. This is Leo energy, so this could be passion about a creative project that you're working on. Maybe you're going to get an unexpected opportunity that you're really going to be driven by. Or this could also have to do with a child as well. So something that's happening for them. So again, take it as it resonates. 7th house, which is the house of marriages and relationships, you have the 3rd house energy. So with water, yeah, I feel like this is emotional communications of some kind. 3rd house, this has to do with like short distance travel. It can have to do with siblings and sibling relationships. There just seems to be some kind of a movement or change here. And a lot of talking. I have a feeling there might be a lot of conversation about something. Some of it may be very emotional going on if you are in fact married. If you are not married, okay, and if you're somebody looking for something long-term, then you may be conversing with somebody and those conversations may move to a deeper level, okay? So those are the possibilities that I see there. Yeah, wow, and you've got Cancer energy here with Scarab. Again, strong mother energy. Really interesting here, especially with 4th house, 7th house. I don't know. I don't know if something's going to change with regard to somebody's mom, because Cancer energy is there's definitely something changing around the home or family, whether it's specifically mom or not. I definitely see this strong change in here. I don't know. With Urias here, for some of you, this could even be an unexpected pregnancy for some people. Again, that would be a very specific thing. I don't think that applies to everyone, obviously, but there's definitely something strong here where, again, there's just a whole lot of change going on around family or a family dynamic here with this Cancer energy. I'm feeling family more than anything, okay? I mean, Cancer can also just have to do with our emotions. It can do with our sense of home and being at home. Maybe that's where the change is. Maybe some of you are moving. Maybe some people are moving out of their house and in with somebody else. I don't know. There's definitely, whatever this strong vibe is, and then we are in the time of Cancer too, so but it's very strongly emotional, and it definitely seems to have either a very strong family vibe or an ancestral vibe. So take it as it resonates. Let's see what we have here in the long distance travel house. Yeah, we've got Sirius with 12th house. Okay, so this is a situation where you just have to surrender to what is. And this may be about a legal matter for some of you. Maybe that's been something that's been difficult, but something that's been overcome. Okay, that's another aspect of Sirius here. I just feel like there's something, you may want to make changes or you may want to expand your horizons in some way, but the path forward may not really be clear yet. And this is just basically saying, be open to new ideas, but surrender to what is right now. And yeah, again, even with your career, you've got Pisces energy with this. Pisces, again, is this idea of surrender. There's the sense here that you're looking to make certain changes, but you don't have all the information yet. And so right now you may just have to be patient and go with the flow of something that's going on. In this case, I would think of Hathor as meaning just clean up old business, dot your I's, cross your T's. Again, you have this Mercury retrograde energy here. I have to figure out exactly when the next retrograde is. I think it's coming up fairly soon, but I don't think it's during the time period of this reading. But nonetheless, there's definitely this energy of, I feel like you're finishing something up because something new is about to start. So focus on that and don't worry about the fact that there's things you don't know or you don't know where you're going exactly right now. This is a very strong, there's definitely this energy, this nebulous energy here of, not everything is as it appears to be right now. You have a lot of water energy here. You've got Moon, Cancer, 12th house, Pisces. You've got 4th house, which is Cancer. You've got, there's definitely, I don't know, there seems to be kind of an equal balance of elements here, if I'm going to be totally honest. But certainly with regard to your future direction, There definitely seems to be something right now where things are not what they appear to be. There's information you don't have, and there's something very strongly around family here and people from the past. That is abundantly clear to me. Okay, so we have fire in the 11th house with crook and flail. Okay, so again, this is one of those areas where there could be, as I mentioned, this Mars-Uranus algol kind of thing, the effects of it. This is in the house of friendship and goals. So, yeah, I mean, this could be just a real desire on your part to move ahead and to go for your goals. I think that this is, but again, I feel like just looking at this stuff telling you that you don't have quite a lot of information, there may be some impatience to move ahead here with certain things. And that's maybe where your frustration is in this period of time, is that you're ready to move ahead with something. But again, there's always, with the fire energy right now, there's definitely the sense of being careful. And there is kind of a lot you might be repressing here with Mars in the 12th house, because this generally has to do with suppressed energy that is kind of being brought to the surface and needs to be brought to the surface. Something maybe you didn't know was there with Nepothus, but you're kind of bringing it to the surface maybe in a safe way. So yeah, I'm seeing lots of support here in this reading. I'm definitely seeing something very strongly around family. And again, you've got Isis in the moon. This definitely, for somebody, this is mom connected. This is mother connected, or somebody who is a mother figure. There's a mom connection here. There's something very, very strong going on here with this. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a life change that's happening in somebody's mother's life, and that this is actually going to impact you, or yeah, again, just somebody else who has a motherly role. I feel like something is changing here. So Isis with the moon card, yeah, there's definitely, I think there's a desire for you to move ahead. There definitely is telling you to focus on yourself, but there's going to be something going on in the bigger picture, in the picture of your family, or something around your home and your security, maybe even around your job too, where there may be just some things where you're like, okay, I'm not entirely clear on the path forward here, but you are going to have a lot of support in whatever this is. If some of you have decided to walk away from a job, and that isn't necessarily what this reading is predicting, but if you are somebody who has, it does seem like you are going to have like family and friends support. So interesting, really interesting reading here, Gemini. Obviously, if you want to leave me a comment about any of this, I'd be interested to know like what this is about. But it definitely, somebody, it just feels like there's something that's getting ready to be resolved here, and it does seem to have a strong ancestral vibe. If it's not literally about family, then it could actually just be about, so for example, if you say, no, nothing's changed with mom, family's good, whatever, then but there's still something strongly ancestral about it too. Maybe connected to your mother's side of the family. So let's see what we've got here. What card do we have? I just need one card to kind of sum this up. We see what comes up for Gemini. Okay. Oh, it wanted to give me 4 cards. Okay, so we have projections, which is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this may be saying, this may have to do with the things that you see in the people around you that may be a reflection of things going on inside of you. We have courage, so there's definitely been a need for strength here, trying to, grow against the odds, really. There is definitely that transformation, like we saw here with Scarab in the 8th house. So yes, this is definitely a time of transformation. And we have it with the 4th house. So this may be, 4 of Pentacles. Funny I said 4th house. There may be a need to, this is the Miser card. So really, I think of the 4 of Pentacles as you may be hanging on too tightly to what you have right now. That's actually been the theme of almost everybody's reading. Trying to hang on to what you've got, but things are changing. 7 of Cups, too, can also have to do with having options, maybe having too many options. Maybe for some of you, that's why this 12th and Pisces energy is coming up. Like, oh, I could go in a lot of different directions, and I don't know which one's the good one. This can also have to do with the work that people do online as well. So I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of options. You don't necessarily want to stay in the same place here. You don't want to hold in. You don't want to put your light under a bushel, as they say. And yeah, there's this big change coming up, so it's telling you to go ahead and just to be strong, because whatever this change is, I mean, again, there's definitely this element of taking care of yourself. There could be some things that are different, or I don't want to say in doubt, but just where you're not clear with regard to job or career. And there also seems to be this huge network of support and people coming in from the past or from family. So yeah, take this as it resonates, Gemini. Interesting reading this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about these videos and you haven't done so already. Anything that you do certainly helps this channel to get bigger. So I would appreciate that, because there's a zillion tarot channels out there. And I always think it's funny when I look and I see other people's readings will have like, you know, I had 10,000 views or 200,000 views and I have like 4. So I don't know how much this channel is seen right now, but yeah, but anything that you do is appreciated. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your July, and we'll see you soon.